Welcome back. Welcome back to Goddess LaLa, Spiritual Advisor and Tarot Card Readings. I'm back for another great video, another great celebrity tarot card reading. And this celebrity tarot card reading is about Kandi and Todd. Kandi and Todd Tucker suing Rocky Bivens, the husband of Latasha, one of the singers of Xscape. Kandi Bivens, that's her maiden name. She is a member of the Xscape music group that's been out ever since the mid-90s. Okay, and I do tarot card readings about celebrities, whether they're living or passed away, to get more insight about what's going on in the public, for entertainment purposes only. Soul Tribe, thank you for watching, and for the newbies, go ahead and like and subscribe. Subscribe so you won't miss out on any more Goddess LaLa new videos. Yes, I'm going to play a little bit of audio first. Some audio about this situation. For those of you that may not know about the social craze that's going on about Latasha Scott and Tamika Scott, also members of the Xscape music group, that blew up because of how the sisters Latasha and Tamika Scott were feuding on the R&B Divas Xscape and SWV reality show. They had a dispute, and she brought out how she felt her sister Latasha and Latasha's husband, Rocky Bivens, if I'm saying his name right, allegedly stole her money by cashing checks that was in her name, supposedly. You can watch the movie, the reality show on YouTube or either on cable. I'm going to show a little bit of clip also of what Tamika Scott said. Tamika Scott has her own channel on YouTube called The Real Tamika Scott Channel. The Real Tamika Scott on YouTube. She also spoke about this issue about Rocky Bivens. She played a little clip of what Rocky Bivens said about Todd Tucker, which is Kandi's husband. Kandi is also a member of Xscape. So this is strange. Why, even though she's trying to defend herself against her sister, why in the world would she say something about Kandi's husband that may have been a rumor that Rocky said? And she said herself that Rocky, she thought Rocky was a bad or evil person. But if you watch her video, The Real Tamika Scott, talking about her sister Latasha and Rocky, and about how her sister would not apologize to her or something about taking her money and cashing it years ago, allegedly. Everything is alleged on this video. I'm claiming the Fair Use Act. I'm going to play some clips, and then I will go ahead and get into my Goddess LaLa tarot cards to give more confirmation and ask some questions about this, about what if what Rocky said about Todd really true. I'm going to play a clip before I even say what he said about it. Like and subscribe also. I'm going to play the clip or play the audio. I was going to try to, play the video with the camera, but it didn't work that way. So I'm going to play some of the audio of Unwind with Tasha K's video of Tamika Scott's video, The Real Tamika Scott, what they had to say.
Yes. All right, so we got another part coming. I'm not going to tell you when it's coming, how it's coming. Just know that it's coming, and you guys know where to be. Okay, TashaKLive.com. Go ahead and roll this clip of Tamika responding to the allegations that was made in our Rocky Bivens interview. Let's go.
So I'll just wait on my apology. let me tell you something. She's not gonna get an apology. How are you gonna send me a threat text? Let me explain the text. I will put it up here so you guys can see it. And you know, I might even share the video where she's saying things that's in the text. So I got a threat text about me, Tiny, and Kandi, right? First of all, her husband says that I sent him naked pictures. And he says something about Tiny, and he says something about Kandi that I'm not going to say, which are all lies.
You see what the big news is, right?
About you stealing the $30,000?
No, about now the news is Tamika, my sister-in-law, was sending me naked pictures. Todd sucking a tranny's dick, and Tiny in trouble. That's about to be the biggest news today. So, you know, people, you know, that girl you got coming over there with security for what? Like, damn, Tasha.
Let me ask you this real quick.
He's the devil. He's evil. Miss Diane already explained to everybody that she signed all of us up for sound exchange.
Well, I signed Xscape, every one of.
Okay, this is alleged, like I said, allegedly. What Rocky has said about Todd Tucker, Kandi's husband of Xscape. Ain't that something else? I hope you heard the audio. Also, there's also a lawsuit. After that audio and video came out of Rocky saying what he said about Kandi's husband, he said all of that. Just to get off the subject about him and his wife Latasha and Tamika Scott's checks that was supposedly cash. He's saying that Todd Tucker allegedly sucked a trans man's dick. That's terrible. But I'm gonna go get into my tarot card reading, and I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
One moment. I'm gonna get into my tarot card reading, and I'm gonna see if it is true, or what the oracles of tarot cards have to say about, is it true? Is it true about Todd Tucker sucking a trans? I'm gonna say from now on, I'm gonna say cucumber instead of saying the D word. For some people that may not want to hear the D word, but the D word is part of the English language. So just like they can say the P word, they can say the B word about women, we should be able to say the D word about a man's penis. Okay, but that's terrible. If he is married to Kandi and messing around with a trans man with a penis and doing fellatio on him, it's awful. And that's why I'm doing this tarot card reading, to see and get more insight. Is it true? Another reason why I'm doing this is because, like I said, Kandi Burris and Todd Tucker, I don't know if she goes by Burris still or Tucker, because they are married. She used to also play on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's famous for singing in the Xscape music group. She's very rich. Todd Tucker has money too. They've been married for years. It's on the YouTube channel Back in Time, BAKK Time, TYME. He also reported that Kandi Burris and Todd Tucker is suing Rocky Bivens for the defamation. Yes, the married couple Kandi and Todd is suing Rocky, Latasha Scott's husband, for defamation, allegedly. Also, Latasha Scott was kicked out of Xscape. So that's more information about this reading. I'm shuffling the cards. Thank you, oracles. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for the discernment. Thank you for my gift of vision. What is the truth that needs to get out? Or what is it that you want to get out in this message about Kandi and Todd Tucker suing Rocky Bivens for defamation of saying that he had a homosexual act with a trans? Give us the truth and discernment about this reading. About Kandi and Todd and Rocky Bivens' allegations about Todd Tucker and the trans. Give us the truth. I rebuke any evil spirits away from this reading or from Goddess LaLa channel. I'm just laying them out like this because I have a little space right here. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you so much. What's the message? Thank you, oracles, Holy Spirit, that the collective needs to hear in my soul tribe about Todd Tucker and the lawsuit against Rocky Bivens and the members of it, and also Latasha's husband, Latasha of the Xscape, the husband of Latasha, and Kandi and Latasha is in Xscape. What's the message? Now this reading may resonate. This is a general reading. If somebody's watching, wants a more personal reading, check out my description box. I do have personal readings available. Only $50 for personal readings. The Eight of Wands card first. Just a minute, let me discern the cards while I'm getting my interpretation of my Goddess LaLa tarot cards, my oracles. I'm going to read it as it go, and also give my opinion and comments as it go. The Eight of Wands card. There's a lot of messages made. Someone sent a lot of messages in this situation. Eight of Wands. There was a lot of messages, possibly text messages. Messages, sudden messages. Messages delivered instantly. Possibly between Todd Tucker, or someone in about this reading. Sudden progress. Somebody thought they was going to come up. They wanted to come up or get famous also. So somebody thought they was going to get famous, and that's possibly behind all these text messages. Messages, whether it's text or emails. Messages was going back and forth. I'm going to pull a card to see who is it. Yeah. Who was the messages for? The messages was between a man. Back and forth. The messages was a man sending messages back and forth. I'm sensing it was messages to a man, and like I said, it was Somebody thought they was going to get famous, and that's why they was continuing the messages back and forth. They thought it was going to get famous or either get a lot of money. That's why the Eight of Wands is saying sudden progress of movement. Messages delivered instantly. The Hangman card. This person is going to have a change of their life. They were bored. They felt bored. They wanted a change. It's saying transition. So that may be some of the answers coming out already. Take it how you resonate with it, or how you interpret it. But I'm interpreting it. You already see how I'm interpreting. I'm gonna give my opinion, more opinion to it in comments after the end of this reading. So stay to the end of this video for my commentary on what I believe and what's going on with my oracle reading about this situation. What I said about the allegations. But it's already saying that I'm sensing Todd Tucker, he was bored. He was feeling bored. He wanted a change, a reversal of one's way of life. Transition. But this is, whatever he did, that this is going to cause a rebirth. It may cause some kind of abandonment also. He possibly did abandon his marriage because of out of boredom, and he wanted a change of his way of life. He knew he was sacrificing something serious if he did go with this trans, allegedly. He knew that he would be sacrificing his marriage and family and his reputation if it came out about this change or transition. The Hangman card. He felt like he was in suspension. He was bored. He made a sacrifice. He sacrificed his fame. He sacrificed his wife's fame. He sacrificed everything just because of boredom, and he wanted a reversal or a change in his life. He abandoned his I'm sensing his marriage vows, and he abandoned his own morals, allegedly. That's what I'm sensing with that Hangman card. That's what the oracles is telling me. Like I said, if you want to know more about me, Goddess LaLa, you check out my description box. I have the gift of vision ever since I was 6 years old, and I have the knowledge of reading the oracle tarot cards. So I'm going to continue with this reading. You already know what the topic is, for those of you. The Death card in reverse. I'm sensing Rocky felt stagnated. Rocky had some kind of ending of a friendship. Rocky possibly knew Todd and Kandi personally. They possibly were friends because Kandi and Rocky's wife, Latasha Scott, are members of the Xscape group. So they possibly were friends. All of them. They were friends. Kandi and Latasha were friends, even though Kandi said that they wasn't close friends because Latasha always acted like she had some of a arrogant attitude, as if she was the main singer of the group, because she was the main singer. So they had like a distant friendship, but they had somewhat of a friendship because they were members of the same music group. And I'm sensing that Todd and Rocky, both of them husbands of the members of the Xscape member group, they were friends also. But Rocky possibly was upset because Todd ended a friendship that they had together. Rocky and Todd were possibly friends, just like Latasha and Kandi were friends. They possibly did functions together as couples. That's what I'm sensing. But Rocky felt stagnated. That's why the death card is in reverse. He felt stagnated. He ended a friendship, or either Todd ended the friendship with Rocky. It's ended. Is in the past, the friendship was ended, and I'm sensing in the future the friendship is really ended now because of this lawsuit that Kandi and Todd suing Rocky for saying what he said happened about Todd Tucker and the trans. Supposedly him doing oral on the cucumber. Two men. That's what Rocky said about Todd, allegedly. On the radio, that song Biz Marquis, I think his name, he said, "You say you just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need." But you say he just a friend. You say he just a friend. That's on the radio right now. If you hear the music, I don't own the rights to the song. Yeah, I believe that was his name, Biz Marquis, or something like that. But that song, Just a Friend, you can listen to it. That might get more insight about this reading. And that it just said what I said about the ending of the friendship between Todd, Rocky, Kandi, and Latasha. Ending of a friendship. It was a slow or partial change. The friendship slowly ended. And I believe Rocky was mad because he wanted to change the friendship between Todd and Kandi with him and his wife. But he couldn't. It was a slow and partial change. Ending of their friendships. Rocky felt stagnated. He also felt stagnated and like he couldn't progress because of what Latasha's sister Tamika Scott was saying about Rocky supposedly cashing her checks. So that's also why he felt stagnated. He felt stagnated. He was angry. The friendship ended between the sisters, also Latasha Scott and Tamika Scott. On the song on radio now, he said, "Stand against the wall." Beyonce talking about get somebody. She was standing against the wall. He felt stagnated against the wall. His back was to the wall when it was all over the social media. And Tamika Scott made a video. You heard the audio. If you need to rewind this video, you heard the audio, and you can hear her video, the real Tamika Scott channel, where she said about them taking her money, her checks, and she put the audio out about Rocky saying what he said. When he said what he said on the real Unwind with Tasha Scott, she played the audio. Tamika Scott played the audio on her channel of Unwind with Tasha K's interview of Rocky on the phone. And Rocky, that's when he said what he said about Todd Tucker. But supposedly Tasha K went and called Kandi Beers to cover her butt. Tasha K wanted to cover her butt, so she went and called Kandi, and she told, I saw the interview, and she told Rocky at the same time. She told Rocky that she was going to let Kandi know. She said something about she was going to let Kandi know, or something like that. She said something like that. I seen it on the video when she did the phone interview about Rocky. She had her own video about it. Her video was about let me see if I can get the name of that video. One moment. Her trying to get the name of the video. I don't know why I don't want to show it now. Well, either way, it's on her channel. Trying to get the name of a video, but she got so many comments. That's all I can see is her comments. But it's the video. It's the one where she got on the faces with Kandi and Todd, and she got something about Eva getting divorced from her husband. I don't want to stop the video right here, but either way, yeah, the Two of Cups card is next. Kandi and Todd, they will stay married. The Two of Cups, they want to stay married. They have love for each other. Love. If they didn't have a real friendship, now they're becoming friends because of this situation. Now they will have to talk more. Now the friendship is beginning and renewed in their marriage. Kandi probably used to feel like she didn't need to talk much or spend a lot of time with her husband. But now she's realizing she needs to talk to Todd and realize what in the world's going on. And like I said earlier, I'm sensing Todd was bored. So now Kandi's spending more time, but they're having more of a friendship beginning and renewed. The love, she's showing more love towards him, and I'm sensing he's showing a lot more love towards Kandi also, just to prove his union and to have harmony of opposites. But I'm sensing that their friendship was lacking. That's why he was bored, and that's why the Two of Cups is saying their friendship is beginning or renewing in their marriage. They're having more of an understanding of each other. Kandi understands what's going on. Ten of Swords in reverse. Somebody in the situation thought they was going to get money out of the situation. Like I said, it was a temporary gain, benefit, profit, passing success. The Nine of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of gossip going on about it now. Slanderous gossip. Somebody told a lie. Slanderous gossip. They're ashamed. We're going to keep saying to the end of this reading, then you'll see who told the lie. It's not... evidently it's either Rocky that told the lie or either the trans man that told the lie. But it's saying slanderous gossip. People in the community is talking about it, talking about the relationship. Latasha Scott even came out because she was so embarrassed about what her husband said about Kandi's husband. And she thought it might hurt her new gospel album. And you see all the people in the background. She thought the community would be angry about her gospel album because of her husband saying something about Todd with a trans, allegedly, that she... Latasha Scott came out and said she tried to smooth everything over, and she said, "People, I'm just gonna let everybody know that that me and my husband have an open relationship." So she thought that was gonna make the situation better, so everybody can stop talking about the gossip and slanderous gossip. She was ashamed. It says shame, timidity, shy. She didn't want to deal with the issue, so she was shy about it, and so it's the slanderous gossip. She could have possibly lied too. Latasha Scott could have told a lie because Nine of Swords is saying it was slanderous gossip. Somebody spread a lie with gossip. Latasha Scott could have possibly lied saying they have an open relationship. Or Rocky Bivens could have lied on Todd Tucker about the trans. Or the trans could have lied to somebody saying that Todd sucked his cucumber. So out of those three people, one of them had the slanderous gossip. I'm gonna tell you who I believe is lying at the end of this video. Just a minute, let me write down their names like I said. It was Latasha that either lied, the trans, or Rocky. And about Latasha saying that they had the open relationship just to squash all the rumors about Kandi, because she knew that was wrong. She felt embarrassed about her husband saying what he said about Todd just to get at Kandi. He was upset because Kandi and them was backing Latasha's sister Tamika about the check being stolen. All of a sudden, Rocky just threw Kandi and Todd under the bus because he was trying to defend his wife against his wife's sister allegations about money and what she did against them in the Xscape group, and how her sister looked on the reality show with Xscape and SGBV. Her sister was, looking very difficult and mean, and then Tamika got on her channel, the real Tamika Scott channel, just saying how her sister and her mother mistreated her and bullied her most of her life. So that's why I'm sensing Rocky was trying to defend his wife and going off on everybody in the Xscape group. Everybody except for Tiny. He went off on about Kandi, he went off about Tamika, and he went off about Todd, because Todd is married to Kandi. It's terrible. It's sad, but you got to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. I'm going to continue with this video. Like and subscribe. Stay to the end so you would get my comments. I also have my Goddess LaLa confirmation cards that I will pull at the end of this video to get more insight about this reading. Who's telling the truth? Who's lying? Oh. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because of this situation, because of what Rocky said about Todd and the trans, his money will go down. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He would lose a lot of money. His businesses may be stagnant. Unfortunately, his direction will be mixed. He will have a lack of direction. He don't even have determination anymore. He was very gung-ho and excited about his wife's career, because he was helping her and managing her with her gospel career, and they was doing the gospel career behind the Xscape's back. The group, she didn't even let Xscape know in advance that she was trying to go solo and do her own solo gospel album. But either way, now, because of this lawsuit and because of the community's opinion about how he possibly stole the checks from his sister-in-law, his money is possibly going to go down. He's going to end up with more money problems. He has money problems now. He was having money problems when he said the allegation about Todd. Allegedly, he had money problems then when he said it. He was narrow-minded. Now he was angry now. He might end up doing more doggish acts. If Tamika Scott talking about they had an open relationship, I don't believe they did, because they said that they was devoted to each other before. She's just trying to cover things up, saying she got an open relationship, but she don't realize, to me as a Christian, and a spiritual advisor, by her saying that she had an open relationship, that's not going to look good for her gospel album. She said that just to defend her husband, because he was making allegations and everybody was mad at him for stealing money too, and this and that. But she didn't realize by her, she was putting out more allegations about herself and her husband, and putting them as a low quality, as an open marriage, because a marriage is supposed to be about commitment. It's not supposed to be an open marriage. You have sex with as many people as you want to, and the other person can have sex with people outside too. That's not what the Bible, or that's not what the Lord meant for people in marriage to be, in my opinion. That's my opinion. If people want to comment about this situation, go ahead, comment at the bottom of my video. Like and subscribe also to support this channel so more people can see my Goddess LaLa channel. But yeah, I'm sensing that Rocky, this might really interfere with him and Natasha's marriage now, because of what she said. Not so much because of Kandi and Todd's lawsuit, but because of his wife making that video confessing, saying that they had an open relationship, when before he said that she wasn't down for no open relationship. I saw that he said before that they didn't have an open relationship. So she went behind his back and said, "Oh yes, we have an open relationship. So stop talking about him." That's not going to make people stop talking about it, because somebody's lying. I'm sensing she was lying about that open relationship at the time, but now it will be an open relationship, because now I'm sensing Rocky's going to be very dogmatic. That's why I'm saying dogmatic views now for Rocky. He's not determined about her music career and managing her music career anymore. He would end up with, he's feeling lack of determination. He would end up with lack of direction because of what she said, and he wanted to keep this happy marriage idea with him and his children, because they have children. They have teenage boys. So, of course, that would embarrass him as a father for his wife to go on YouTube on her own channel. She got her own channel too, Latasha Scott on YouTube. She went on there for her to say, we have an open relationship. That embarrassed him as a husband, in my opinion. Allegedly. The Six of Cups cards, I have to keep saying allegedly, because these people are very rich people. They are celebrities. Superstars. That's why I'm saying allegedly. Now, if you want to donate to my channel, because I'm not rich, I thank you for the donations. My Cash App is in my description box. To support my channel, I need all the donations I can get to support this channel. You can donate Cash App, Goddess LaLa 77. Cash App, GODDESSLA 77. And you will be blessed 7 times. You can donate to Goddess LaLa 77 Cash App, or PayPal, ASKMSLALA @gmail.com. All my Cash App donation information is in my description box. Or rewind this video if you need to get it. Thank you so much. But I'm sensing that Kandi and Todd, they have a lot of fantasies. This lawsuit may end up being foolish whims that they're doing, because it may be more harm than good. Because when they go to court, then that's when the truth and more dirt might come out. That's when more skeletons might come out, when they do go to court. Because Rocky, I'm sensing, is not going to back down. Like I said, he has dogmatic views now. Remember I said it on the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He's careless. They're saying carelessness for Rocky. idleness, stagnation, dogmatic views, narrow-mindedness. He's not going to back down just because they suing him to be quiet about what he said about Todd and the trans. It's a fantasy that Kandi may have. It may be a fantasy that Kandi and Todd have about having success in the court about this situation just to clear their marriage. Kandi and Todd is embarrassed about what they said, just like Latasha Scott was embarrassed about what Rocky said, and Kandi and Todd was embarrassed also about what Rocky said. Latasha was embarrassed about what her husband said and what her sister Tamika Scott said about her husband. So that's the slanderous gossip, what I said earlier. The tarot card's coming true already. But the Seven of Cups is saying foolish whims for Kandi and Todd. Wishful thinking. Unrealistic attitudes. Illusionary success. Somebody's daydreaming or they got fantasies about this situation. I'm sensing Todd probably did have some kind of strange fantasy about a trans. Because remember, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you notice a lot of them hairstylists and assistants that they were using were homosexual people. And also, Kandi in her restaurant, the old lady gang, she hired a lot of prominent homosexual men in her restaurant. So she didn't realize by being a married woman, she shouldn't have brought all those homosexual men around her husband. They don't realize that in the rich celebrity community. Goddess LaLa saying that's ridiculous. That's foolish. Foolish whims. Just like I said, wishful thinking. It was illusionary success for them to think, for those women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and also Kandi or any other famous woman, to have, whether woman or man, famous woman or man, to have these homosexual or bisexual men doing their hair and makeup if they're married, because if that means that they would be around their husband, and you don't know if that homosexual man or trans man, you don't know if they might flirt with your husband or not. That's tempting them to have a man that's attracted to a man around your man. That's foolish whims, just like the Seven of Cups is saying, foolish whims, unrealistic attitudes. So that's why this is Kandi's karma for what she did with having those people around her husband in her restaurant, and as stylists, in my opinion. That's how I'm discerning my tarot card reading. The High Priestess card is next. The Lord is judging them. That's why I said the Lord's judging all of them. The Lord's judging Kandi for being a F, H. I'm not gonna say the word. For having those homosexual men around her, hanging as for friends, hanging around her man. Now, if somebody wants to be friends with somebody homosexual, that's okay. But if you're married and you have a husband that's close around them too, that's just tempting that homosexual man to flirt with your man. And those women are not thinking that way because they're thinking, oh, they want another man. They don't want my man. That's stupid. That's just like a woman can steal your man too. You see how what happened with Usher? He was married to a beautiful woman, older black dark-skinned woman, and she had friends, a lot of female friends around her husband. And one of the female friends was in her wedding group, and she was flirting with her husband because she had her friends around her husband too much. You can't have those kind of the opposite sex, or if somebody's attracted to the same sex, you can't have them around your husband, or vice versa, because things like that happen. Usher's wife's girlfriend, her friend stole her husband, and that was her friend. So same thing possibly could be going on in this situation. Like I said, Kandi's receiving judgment. The high priestess card. Kandi receiving judgment for in the past what I said earlier. Todd receiving judgment also because he possibly strayed from his marriage. He wanted a reversal. Like I said earlier, he wanted a reversal of one's way of life. He was bored in his marriage and he wanted a change in his marriage, or he wanted a reversal in his way of life, going against his natural self and against his marriage, sacrificing. He was wrong in facing judgment for sacrificing his marriage and family just for a temporary pleasure or excitement, because he was bored, like the Hangman card said. Rocky facing judgment also. The High Priestess card is saying sound judgment. Wisdom. They're getting the wisdom now. Now they're learning from their mistakes. Sound judgment. Rocky facing judgment because he got the lawsuit that Kandi and Todd is suing him for. And you know Kandi is rich, so she's probably going to sue him for everything he got. And all the money him and Latasha got together. Allegedly. Latasha Scott facing judgment because she's embarrassed about her husband being talked bad about on social media. They talking bad about him, talking about he's controlling her and whispering in her ear, and she can't make her own decisions, and saying that that he got a woman on the side, that Unwind with Tasha K. She got video too about some woman saying that she been on the side, and Rocky been paying her money for years. So Latasha facing judgment also because all of that cheating is coming out on her, and possibly her judgment is because how she possibly mistreated Kandi in the group, and her sister says she mistreated her for years. That's her judgment. And then Tamika Scott getting her judgment because she's losing her sister over this, because Tamika Scott wanted fame and she wanted all the attention. Her sister had most of the attention, just like she said. Her sister had her mother's attention. She was upset and jealous because her sister had more attention and love from her mother. So Tamika Scott getting her judgment too. Sound judgment. The High Priestess card. People are analyzing this whole situation on social media, analytical. Everybody's hiding their emotions now. Now you notice they're not making no videos about it. Before, Kandi was talking about it on her channel. Talk about it, talk about it on Kandi's channel, YouTube. Check out her channel too. She was talking about it. Talking about Tamika Scott and Latasha Scott's sister relationship, and the checks being cashed by Rocky, allegedly. On Kandi's channel on YouTube, I think her channel is called Kandi, Kandi, and she be talking about, let's talk about it. She talked about it, but now everybody's quiet. Just like they say, the High Priestess card say, hidden emotion. Hidden emotion means now they don't want to express their emotions now because of this lawsuit and embarrassment and judgment, sound judgment against them, karma. Now you don't hear nothing about Kandi saying nothing about the situation on the social media now. I haven't heard it. Todd ain't saying much no more about the situation. Rocky done got quiet. Latasha got quiet. I haven't heard much about Tamika Scott in this situation either, because she knows she when she Tamika Scott, the main one to put it out when she put on her YouTube video the recording of Rocky saying what he said on the Tasha K channel, because I didn't even know that Rocky had the interview on the Unwind with Tasha K channel until Tamika Scott played the interview Tasha K had with Rocky on Tamika's channel. If you can understand how I said it. But you see what I'm saying? Now Tasha Scott, I mean, what's her name? Unwind with Tasha K, she put it out first because she had the interview with Rocky. And Rocky said what he said about Todd and the trans. And then Tamika Scott put on her YouTube channel, The Real Tamika Scott. She played the clip with Rocky saying what he said about Kandi and Todd, and Todd doing oral on trans Pete. Penetration. Here go right there. So that's even more confirmation. It's saying penetration, hidden emotion, frequently too restrained. And that's for Kandi and Todd, and also this whole situation that, like I said, that now everybody want to be quiet. They have hidden emotions now. They're very emotional about this situation, all of them, especially Kandi and Todd. But now they're being quiet. Before, Kandi and Todd was giving videos together. They were happy. Candy's usually a very happy, bubbly person, but I'm sensing this really broke her right here. The Ace of Swords card. They're trying to stay strong. Eventually, Kandi and Todd will have more strength. They have more power in this situation because they have more money to sue them, to sue Rocky. From what it says, it looks like they're suing Rocky, not Latasha. Latasha is Rocky's wife, but they're going after Rocky because Rocky is the one that actually said out his mouth about Todd and the trans. I'm sensing that they have a lot of power. They might have a victory also over Rocky in the lawsuit, but they feel like they're going to have success. They're very hurt, deep emotional feeling. It may have been the truth. It may have been the truth. The Ace of Swords say the truth. It means the truth. It may have been the truth, but they have a lot of deep emotion. Kandi is hurt. She may be realizing some of the truth that she didn't realize. It's a force behind all of this. She has love. It's still they still have love for each other. Todd does love Kandi. They still have love for each other. Kandi really loved Todd, and Todd really loved Kandi. But like I said earlier, Todd he was feeling bored in his marriage, and he wanted a change in his marriage. That's what I'm sensing, allegedly. The Chariot card. Kandi and Todd is still going to face trouble over this rumor. They're still going to have more trouble in the near future. They possibly going to try to escape or leave town or go on some kind of vacation just to get away from the trouble and turmoil. They might be on a vacation now, and I'm sensing they may take a lot of more voyages and vacations. The Chariot card is saying possible voyage or journey, escape, rush into decision. They may just rush and make a quick vacation just to get away from the trouble. It's saying trouble and turmoil. The Chariot card is saying turmoil. Todd feels turmoil over this. He feels more turmoil than Kandi do. But I'm sensing Kandi feel the turmoil too, but especially Todd, because it's about him. His skeleton's coming out the closet. And if you see this card, it looks like a skeleton in a closet. The skeleton's coming out the closet. They have turmoil, especially Todd. It's conflicting influence. Todd and Kandi want vengeance. The Chariot card is also saying vengeance. They're going to do something else more than just a lawsuit. I'm sensing they're going to do something else to get vengeance. They want vengeance, especially Todd. The Judgment card is next in this reading. Like and subscribe. If you're coming in the room now, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Somebody is asking for forgiveness in this situation. I'm sensing Todd will ask Kandi for forgiveness in the future, in the near future. I'm sensing Todd will realize that he need to repent, and he will ask for forgiveness. The divine Holy Spirit is over all of this. God is watching all of it. That's why everything came out the way it did. This is the time and the age of judgment. We're in the last days. This is the time and days of judgment. You see that God and the angels in the sky. This is the time of judgment. God judging the people before he come back, before Judgment Day. Judgment Day is the real judgment, but right now people are facing judgment in their families. That's why in the Bible they say the last days, brothers will be against brothers, sister against sister, parents against children, husbands against wife, wives against husband, husbands against wife in the last days. That's why the Judgment card is saying all of that. Goddess LaLa telling you like it is, and my oracle cards is telling you like it is. The Lord is judging all of them, regardless how rich they are. They're not above God. God might be in them, but they might be superstars, but they're not above God. If you understand what I'm saying. They want an improvement. It may take a while for Kandi's fame and her, whatever you might call it, her for her confidence to build back up in her marriage. It may take a while, but eventually she may have an improvement with her community. Both of them need to repent and forgive. That's what the Judgment card is saying. Kandi and Todd need to repent and forgive. Also, I'm sensing everyone in this situation, Rocky, Latasha, and Tamika Scott, Kandi and Todd, and the trans, need to repent. Time to account for one's actions. There's going to be a development. More truth is going to come out about this situation. An outcome of past effort. But everyone in this situation will have a rebirth, meaning that they're going to have a change in their life. The Strength card. Kandi and Todd, they're not going to drop this lawsuit. I'm sensing they are not going to drop this lawsuit against Rocky Bivens, no matter what they might try to do. I'm sensing Rocky is not going to settle either. He might take it straight to court. Rocky is very defiant. That's why I'm saying defiance. Kandi and Todd is going to be determined. Determination, courage, control over a situation. Their strength is going to gain. They will eventually get over the turmoil in the adversity. Like I said, they may end up trying to get revenge. Their marriage will end up growing stronger also over the situation. Fortitude, defiance, control over a situation for Kandi and Todd. The Hierophant card in reverse. Rocky's not going to change. Even though all of this came out, Rocky's still going to say what he want to say. Rocky's still going to help certain people that he shouldn't be helping, possibly that woman on the side of his marriage, allegedly. The Hierophant card in reverse is saying foolish exercise of generosity for Rocky. Repeated errors for Rocky, meaning that he may keep making the same mistakes. And the mistake was dissing another man's marriage by exposing him on public media like that about him being on the down low. Now it might have been good because ain't nothing wrong with the truth, but the way he did it was wrong. He could have told Kandi to herself instead of telling everybody on social media. But I'm sensing like it's saying frailty, repeated errors. Rocky he gonna keep on making the same mistakes. Foolish exercise of generosity. Repeated errors. He likes to run his mouth. There's certain people that had the gift of gab that they can't stop talking. They always talking. And sometimes they say things that they regret later. That's the repeated errors. Renunciation. Vulnerability. He feels vulnerable now. Or he will feel more vulnerable in the near future. He's still going to spend their money. He's spending money. He's not worried about that lawsuit. Him and Latasha spending money. They're spending a lot of money, possibly trying to get this album for Latasha so they can get more money. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Their marriage is Latasha Scott and Rocky Bivens. I don't know if her last name is Latasha Bivens, but Rocky and Latasha, they have unrequited love. One of them is breaking up or trying to break up from one or the other. Unrequited love. I'm gonna see which one of them is pulling away. Is either Rocky or Latasha that's pulling away from each other. Oracles, which one is pulling away from the love? Is it Rocky or Latasha pulling away from their marriage? Is Latasha pulling away from her husband? I'm sensing with the Ace of Pentacles. Because she's the one making the money. She the money maker. She's the one that's rich, Latasha. Even though Rocky said he's very established too as a producer, Latasha is the one that was bringing in most of the money, millions of dollars with Xscape back in the day. And she possibly still getting royalty money because of Xscape. And the radio still playing their music. Plus they've been on concert tours and all of that. Latasha is the money maker. His wife is the money maker. So I'm sensing she is the one that's pulling away. And she's pulling away her love from Rocky. She may end up changing. Her love will eventually erode that she has about Rocky. She got clouded joy. She don't really love him, or her heart may be false in the near future. She has a false heart, or she will have a false heart about her marriage. Erosion, unrequited love. Clouded joy. A change, sterility, instability for Latasha Scott. Also instability for Rocky. Rocky is very depressed also, even though he may be running his mouth and he still might repeat the same mistakes and giving a lot of foolish exercise of money to some woman on the side. He's depressed also because he know he hurt his wife and he know he embarrassed his family. Rocky has clouded joy also, the Ace of Cups in reverse. He has a false heart also. Unrequited love for Rocky. Unrequited love for Rocky. He wants to change in his life. The unrequited love is that he wants more love from Latasha, but Latasha's not giving him the love he wants. Rocky depressed, and Latasha depressed over the situation. The Temperance card. The Lord is working everything out. That's why the Lord let all this come out. For all of them to work on their families. For Kandi and Todd to work on their family and their marriage. For Rocky and Latasha to work on their marriage. For Tamika Scott to work on her family relationship with her mama and her sister. That's why the divine, the higher powers let all this happen. That's why it happened. Everything happens for a reason. The Lord is telling all of them to be patient. Eventually, they will end up speaking again. Eventually, Todd and Kandi will have more harmony. Eventually. They still would have businesses, and Kandi will still continue with her business of sand management. Candy's being patient. She don't care how long this lawsuit takes. She's going to be patient for this lawsuit. Candy's doing what she can to try to rebuild her energy. She's looking towards good influence. Candy may be praying also. I'm sensing all of them need to pray. The angels is watching over all everybody in the situation. Nobody will be hurt physically, even though it might have been some threats. But the angels is protecting Kandi and Todd. The angels is protecting. I'm sensing everyone in this situation. The Five of Swords is saying a defeat. Some kind of defeat is going to come towards Kandi and Todd. It may be a situation in the lawsuit that might be hard, as far as Rocky might win some kind of small win in the court, as far as Rocky might continue it, try to continue it for a long time. Just like I said, Kandi gonna be patient. She ain't gonna drop it, but Rocky might try to win some kind of appeal or continuance, and that's going to cause Kandi and Todd to feel defeated. But they still, I'm sensing, still may go to trial, and it's going to cause infamy or dishonor for Kandi and Todd. The Five of Swords is saying dishonor, infamy, adversaries may arise, so they may end up with more enemies than they expected out of this lawsuit. Sentimentality that weakens the will. Because of the stress, they may feel even more depressed over this situation. Just like I said, Latasha and Rocky, they feel depressed, but Kandi and Todd really suffering the most, feeling turmoil, and in the near future, Kandi might feel like she misses all of the Xscape members being together. Kandi might feel like it's defeated, or sentimentality weakened her will, allegedly, because she gonna realize, even though Latasha's not in the group Xscape no more, the sentimentality means that she's gonna have fond memories of the past, of when they all were together. So all of that might weaken her will as far as this concert tour with just the three of them, with just Kandi, Tamika, and Tiny, without Latasha. That's what I'm sensing with that, with the Five of Swords card. And the Eight of Pentacles card is showing that Kandi and Todd will still continue working. Kandi will still continue on the TV somehow, even though all of this embarrassment and social media scandal came out, about her husband. Kandi will still be on social media, TV, or reality shows. That's what I'm sensing. She has a commitment to the task at hand. She feels like she needs the money. she's committed. She possibly is still under contract too. So she has a commitment to the task at hand. No, even though she might not want to be in the reality shows no more, show her face on social media, and the same for Todd, but they still will continue to work. They feel like they need money. Even though they have riches, they still will work to build all that money up for their children. Now I'm going to pull my Goddess LaLa confirmation cards about this reading to give more insight to this reading about Kandi and Todd, Tucker, Sue, and Rocky Bivens, the husband of Latasha of Xscape. Somebody's dreaming about this situation. Remember I said earlier, it's illusionary success. Kandi might be having dreams, and she remember I said she having turmoil. Kandi may be having dreams about her husband and the trans dream, and that's more confirmation to what I said earlier about her having foolish whims and fantasies. What else about this reading? Oracles. A breast. So he possibly did do something with the trans because breast. Possibly had fake breasts. Some of them transsexuals, they put in fake breasts to look like a woman. I'm going to give you my idea on who I feel is lying. Let me finish with these Goddess LaLa confirmation cards, and then I will tell you at the end who I feel was lying. Was it the trans? Was it Latasha, or was it Rocky? More confirmation about Kandi and Todd going on a vacation to try to escape. They want to escape the paparazzi. They may just go and escape on a journey or a vacation. Relax. Confirmation to the reading. I kept saying escape. This confirmation. I kept saying escape. That's confirmation to the reading, what I said about this reading. Diamond in the rough. Somebody's a diamond in the rough. All of them were diamonds in the rough. Kandi, Latasha, and all the other members of Xscape, Tamika Scott and Tiny, they all came from the hood. They all came from the ghettos. But they ended up to be diamonds in the rough. They ended up being superstars even though they came out of the rough streets. This is their reading. This is their reading about Kandi and Todd, like I said, and the Xscape members, Latasha and Tamika. The Lord is over this situation. God is working everything out. Confirmation, what I said, he purposely let Rocky say all of this and the truth come out about what happened with the trans and all of that. A greater love. Now, who was lying? Who was lying? Was it the trans? Was it Latasha? Was it Rocky? One moment. Now I got diabetic meds and attraction. So from that, from both of these cards and everything that I pulled in this reading and everything, just a minute, I'm going to give you my opinion who I feel was lying in this reading. Now, it may be the truth about what Rocky said, but still someone was lying. So let me see. With this attraction and diabetic meds, whoever was lying, if somebody was taking that's possibly diabetic, that needs diabetic medicine. It's somebody that's very attractive. They attracted someone. Okay, now I get it. Because if I'm correct, Todd's mother passed away from I'm sensing she passed away from diabetes, if I'm correct. I'm gonna look it up real quick. All right, I'm back. I looked it up real quick. Now, Todd Tucker's mother passed away, unfortunately. Her name was Sharon. She passed away from a stroke. Now, on the show, I think I remember her saying something like, that she was already sick from some kind of illness. I don't know what. But either way, these cards came out in attraction. So, if somebody was attracted to somebody, just a minute. Okay. I'm gonna give you my thought. I'm thinking that it may be Todd that was lying in the situation. After all this my tarot card readings and my gift of vision and my insight, I'm sensing that allegedly Todd Tucker is the one lying, saying that he did not do what he did allegedly with a trans, like Rocky Bivens said. Rocky Bivens said that Todd did oral on a trans man's, you know what, cucumber. So he probably told Kandi, no, I didn't. He probably told Kandi, no, I didn't do it, no. So that's why I'm saying I'm sensing Todd is the one lying in the situation about this trans. Okay? Now, as far as Rocky cashing the checks of Tamika Scott allegedly on purpose, I don't know if he lied about that or not. But this reading is not about Rocky and the checks. This reading is about Todd Tucker and the trans. So I could do a reading about Rocky and the checks being cashed allegedly if you want me to. If that's what you want, leave a comment. But this reading, like I said, is about the allegations Rocky said about Todd Tucker, Kandi's husband, with a trans. So, in my opinion, in the Oracle cards, it's saying that Todd possibly did do what Rocky said he did with the trans. So take it how it resonates. Allegedly, everything's alleged. This is a tarot card reading for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the truth. Thank you for the oracles, and thank you for my gift of vision. Continue to bless me and my soul tribe. And for everyone watching, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to support this channel. Like and subscribe. Donations are needed to support this channel. At my Cash App, $ GODDESSLA77. Cash App $ Goddess Law 77. And look at the background that Belle Biv DeVoe song. Belle Biv DeVoe song kept singing in the background. While I'm saying my Cash App is saying, you can do me in the morning, you can do me in the night, you can do me when you wanna do me. Ain't that something? I'm closing the video, and that's that song Belle Biv DeVoe is playing at the end of this video. If listen to that song by Belle Biv DeVoe, and just so happened Rocky last name is Bivens, just like Belle Biv DeVoe. So this reading is about Rocky's allegations about Todd, and what I said may be right. Goddess LaLa is usually right, and my Oracle Tarot cards is usually right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and donate to support this channel. Like I said, Donations is needed to keep this channel going. Support Goddess LaLa with my Cash App, Goddess LaLa. My Cash App is GODDESSLA77. Instead of Goddess LaLa, it's Goddess La 77. Goddess La 77. Cash App GODDESSLA77. Thank you for the donations. And may everyone be blessed. Subscribe and come again.